and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and my very exciting journey from full-time teacher to full-time Etsy shop owner and YouTuber. So if that is something that you think you would like to see, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. Today we're going to be setting up my August budget, and I am going to be using a notebook from Plum Paper, my Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom, my Budget Mom Filofax. We're going to be stuffing some cash envelopes today at the end of the video, so you'll want to stick around for that. I'm also going to be using this erasable pen. It is in my Amazon storefront. It's by Pilot. It's called Friction. I love that it's erasable, especially for budgeting. And then I'm going to be using some stickers from my Etsy shop, Life in Envelopes. I'm going to be using the Budget by Paycheck Workbook monthly spread, and this is what it looks like. It comes in 3 pieces. I'm also going to be using the add-on with this kit. And then I'm going to be using my weekly check-in and my sinking funds kit. And these are all in the Golden Days pattern. Okay, so let's start today by setting up my August spread. I'm also going to be using these extra large months of the year in 2021. These are also available in my Etsy shop. I'm just going to play some nice music for you while I get this all laid down, and then we'll be back to set up the rest of the budget. Okay, so here is my monthly spread. I did put down our paydays. This is David's payday. These are the days that we're going to get paid from Etsy, and this is the day I will get paid from YouTube. So I also added my category stickers from Cara Jo Plans. There is a link to her shop in the description box below, as well as a discount code for you guys. Same with my stickers. There's a link to my shop below, as well as a discount code for you guys. Okay, it's time to set up our budget for this first week of August. So this is week 1. And the dates are August 1st through August 7th. I can't believe we're in August already. I just feel like the summer flew by. Okay, so let's look at our sources of income for this week. We have our rollover from last month, which was $324. So David got paid, so that's $18.43. And I got $304 from Etsy this week. Okay, so let's add all this up and see how much we have to work with. So that gives us $2,471 to work with. Okay, let's start with this week's bills. I have 2 types of bills. I have bills and I have debt. So these are my fixed expenses. So my bills are things that are going to always exist, like cable, water, power, those kind of things always exist. And then debt are things that are going to get paid off, like my student loan, my car loan. Sorry for Mork barking. Okay, so I'm just using, I do my pre-work in Excel, so I'm using the information from here to set this up. Okay, so this week our mortgage will come out. It was $13.37, but it's gone down now. Let's see, what is it now? I think it's $13.17. Yep, now it's $13.17. We're also going to pay State Farm this week. And that will be $155. And finally, my student loan. We actually have to make 2 payments because I missed last month's payment on accident. I thought I had the auto pay set up, but I didn't. So we're gonna have 2 months worth come out this time, which will be $80. We were paying more to my student loans. It used to be $272, but this year, so for 12 months, I got an exception to only pay $40 a month, and that was based on my Etsy income, which is about $300 a week. Okay, our Etsy and YouTube income. So let's see how much that is all together. So that's $1,552. So 2471 minus 1552. That leaves us with $919 to work with. So 919. Okay, so let's take a look at our variable expenses. We have our food and house. And these are our cash envelopes, so we're gonna actually stuff these in just a second here. So we're gonna put 200 in that envelope. And then we have spending money. So it's $45 total, and the way it works out is it's 20 for David, 20 for me, and 5 for Logan. And let's see, what else? Oh, gas. We're going to budget $30 for that. That will go in the envelope. And medical. We're going to budget $25 for that. Okay, so I'm going to put this category here. We're not going to budget anything for it. It's miscellaneous. We're not budgeting anything for it, but just to be realistic, things come up. So there will probably be an actual amount that we pay, but we don't have an envelope for it, and we're not planning on putting money towards that category. Okay, so let me see if I add all this up, how much that is. So that's an even 300, and I'm just going to double check my math and make sure that is correct. So that's an even 300. Oh, I just remembered. I'm going to put my extra cash. Let's see. I guess I'll write it here. And I made a mistake because I only had $4 extra, like above our goal of 300. So but I accidentally took 10 out of the bank. So we're just going to go ahead and do 10. So 10 to our extra envelope today. And you'll see that when we get to the envelopes in just a second. Okay. So 919 minus 300 would be 619. We are not going to do sinking funds this week. I'm going to do sinking funds at the end of the month with anything that we had left over from our variable categories or cash envelopes. Anything that's extra will go towards sinking funds. We are not focusing on debt payoff right now. Once the business is more stable, then we'll get back to paying off our debt. So our extra savings, this is where I put my rollover. So let's see, we're starting with 619, and that's how much we're going to roll over to next week to help us pay for our bills for the remainder of the month, bringing our total to 0, which is how I like to end each week. I want to have a place for all of my money at the end of the week. Okay, so let's set up the notebook, and then we'll get to the cash envelopes. So I'm going to start by setting up my weekly check-in. Now the way I do it is I do a family weekly check-in every Saturday. There are 4 Saturdays in the month of August, so I only need to set up 4 weeks. Since I have, actually, I wonder if this would all fit on one page, 4 weeks, because I have less categories now. I'm only doing food, gas, and medical. Oh, I totally think I could fit 4 on here. I'm going to try that. Okay, now that that's all set up, let's go ahead and stuff our envelopes for this week. Okay, before we get to these three, let's do my spending money and Logan's spending money. So I get $20. I don't have a lot of spending money left because I bought myself a book and this pretty nail polish this week from Target. I treated myself. So I only had 15 left over after I got those things, so I'm going to add 20, so that's 20, 30, 35. So I currently have $35 in my spending envelope. Okay. Logan's going to get $5. Okay, so normally when I start a month, I will not have money in here because I will have moved it to my sinking funds. But since last week was the first week that I'm doing cash envelopes, I decided to include it as part of this month. So today I'm going to write for budgeted, I'm going to write the $200 I'm putting in plus what I already have in here. But I'm not going to be doing that week to week going forward, just this first week. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78. So I'm going to add 200 to that. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. Wait a second. Is that right? I think that's right. Let me count it again. Okay, so 278. So, whoops. Just mixed it all up. Okay, so we are starting the month with a budget of $278 for food. So gas, same situation. I'm going to go ahead and count what we have left over this time, and I won't be doing that going forward. So 6, and we're going to add 30 today, bringing that to 36. 10, 20, 30. So let me just count and make sure that that's 36. Yep, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. Okay, medical, today we're going to add 25, and I believe we still had 25 left over from last week, so we will now have 50. Just count and make sure it's 50, 20, 40, 45, 50. Okay, and then this clear envelope, this is for the extra money that we're going to put towards our sinking fund. So we are starting with $10 that we're going to be able to put towards our sinking funds this month. Okay, so let's add all this together and see what we are starting with for our budgeted amount. So we're starting the week with $364 for our budget. Budgeted for our variable expenses. Let me just double check. $364. Okay, I feel like that's a really good place to start the week and to start the month. I still have to lay down my sinking funds, but I think we'll just wait and do that when the time comes. We'll do that together when it's time to do our sinking funds. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all again next time. Bye, everyone.